My name is Ashton Dalton. I'm an animal science and technology major in the College of Agriculture, and I'm doing research in the biological engineering department under Dr. Hoffseth. So in Dr. Hoffseth's lab, we do image processing, and right now I'm taking cow and pig bone, and I'm using varying dyes and stains to enhance the microstructure of that bone so that later on we can use that image processing for mechanical testing. So right now, typically what I'm doing is I've already prepared a lot of bone samples, and so they're just long kind of beams, and then I'll go take it over to the CNC machine and use some code I made to cut out cubes. I'll take those little tiny cubes and sand them down to a really high grit so that when I go and image them, we can kind of see the microstructure, and that's kind of just starting us off. So our research is important is because when you're doing mechanical testing, indentation testing on bone, you're not able to really see the microstructure. So when you're trying to see how the bone will fracture, you can't see it because it's just not visible under the cameras we have. But when we use bone dye and staining techniques, hopefully that'll make the microstructure visible, and that'll allow us to better understand how the bone is going to fracture, and in the future be able to predict it with computer programs and image analysis. Well, I knew I wanted to be involved with research because I want to go to medical school. And so in one of my intro bioengineering classes, I was able to learn about Dr. Hoffseth's research with bones. And so I kind of just emailed him and was like, hey, this is interesting, I'd really like to be involved. And I'd already been previously involved in research. So when he was able to see that I already did a little bit, he was able to take me in. And then I just kind of got to work under some grad students, and then I was able to apply for the LSU Discover grant project. And once I got that, I finally had my own project. So the connection between bioengineering and my degree in animal science is that in my animal science classes, I'm able to see how we feed and handle our livestock. And then I'm able to see in this lab, when I go down to looking at our bone samples, seeing how that nutrition standpoint impacts our bone quality. The biggest thing I'm getting out of doing research here in this lab is that I'm learning a lot of different skills. So I've learned how to code, learned how to cut and clean bone, and I've learned how to kind of think on my feet and solve problems. I've gained a lot of networking experience, and again, the biggest thing is it helps my resume, but I think it's also helped kind of solidify what I want to do with life, if I want to do research or not.